I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Strategist Cosplay, and today we're back with you guys with Viking, episode 19 of season 4. King Aela is dead, guys.
Farewell, King Aela. He died with the most painful death, actually. Blood Eagle. I feel like it helped cauterize the wound for the brothers. Maybe it didn't help everything, you know? They're still feeling that loss. Bjorn was crying last episode. It felt good to them to have that revenge, but it's not gonna bring back their dad. Oh. They know it. They have Egbert now to fight because Ragnar sent them on this path. He did say that Egbert was the one he wanted them to fight, so we'll see how that great army manages against Egbert.
Oh, what a great army it was.
Fuck. It was huge! Aela basically went from, ha, nothing can defeat me, to, oh, fuck, I'm dying today. It was great. We didn't see the fight though, so I expect to see at least something in the next couple of episodes, because I hope we see something great before the end of the season. Fighting Egbert would be really nice, so show us a fight, please. Egbert is not feeling up to speed. He's not very into it. He
seems
sad,
so tired of everything.
Tired. Yeah, he
Bullying.
feels. Yeah, he feels like he's got something to do, something left to do before he can just stand back and just let his son rule. I feel like he knows that his end is coming though, because he did say, "I believe my son is gonna be in charge and feel the burden sooner rather than later." And he still has something to do, which is why he's not giving it to him now, but I believe he's feeling that his end is coming. So we'll have to wait and see if it happens maybe this or in the next episode. But I'm excited, so let's jump in this episode and see what happens.
Alright.
Let's go. There's also some shit happening in Kattegat, so we'll see if we see more of that in this episode. Although I don't think so, because the brothers are with Bjorn and the others.
The brothers are there, but they let the Earl's son dealing with Kattegat.
Oh, true.
So I do believe that they're expecting him to defeat Lagertha and take back Kattegat for them.
Well, he looked for weaknesses and stuff, but does he have enough with him to defeat Lagertha while they're not here? Maybe. You think Floki managed to convince Elga to stay behind?
I do hope. I really hope so.
I love how the crossbow became her main weapon.
He sailed in this morning with some other traders. They look, but they don't want to buy anything. I ask myself, why did they bother to come all this way if they're not interested in buying anything?
Because they're preparing something.
What were they doing?
Looking for weaknesses in our defenses.
Seems like they found one.
Under disguise, they can just enter the town.
May God in his mercy bless and keep you, and may he sow confusion among his enemies and bring you victory in this holy war.
Good luck.
Thank you, Father.
To everything, there is a season and a time for every purpose under the sun. A time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. Now this is the time of war. This is the time to hate. I have been a very poor father, but know that I love you with all my heart.
I think he's saying that to him because he needs to hear it. Not because he feels it deep down, although we don't know.
I think he knows it too.
I mean, sometimes when you're when you're very, very thirsty and you get, you know, a little bit of water, sometimes it will feel so good, even though it's like just a little, and you know it's not going to be enough. You cherish that water when you get it. So I feel like maybe if deep down he knows it's not that true, that's going to be enough for him to pump him up, you know, before the battle.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if he's coming back alive from this, you know.
The hearts are faint. I don't think they can truly trouble us.
You don't know enough, Ivar. I fought against them, you haven't.
I can only see what my eyes tell me, Björn, and what I see is frightened people running before us. I see their spineless god running away from our gods.
Those are not soldiers.
These people who are running away, they're not warriors. They're not the ones who will stay and fight to defend this kingdom. What you have to learn, Ivar, is that if you break up with brotherhood, you shall not succeed. We have many challenges ahead of us. So if you want to keep arguing and whining like a little girl, I suggest you leave. We don't need you.
Oh, but you do need me. Why do you think Father chose me to come with him to England? He had a reason for doing so. He told me I was the one who would act for him, who would make sure he was revenged.
Okay, I think it might be perceiving stuff that
This is what the
really...
grunting of the little pigs was all about.
Between them. Having a father like Ragnar, I feel like they all feel the pressure to live up to him.
Yeah, but I don't think that Ragnar had in mind, oh my god, Ivar's gonna be the one to pursue my legacy.
He told him
He asked
what he needed to
basically
hear.
all of his sons to come with him to England. And Ivar was the only one willing to go with him.
He expects all of his sons to do great in life. It's too much, too.
They're here.
I mean, it works for everything you built. That's working, or at least it's helping.
We're in the wrong place. Torby, keep them at bay.
So they attacked from one front while they came from the other. I gotta say though, if Aslog was still queen, they would have even less of a chance to defend the place. I love that this show makes women fight like badasses, you know?
Well, from what I've heard, there wasn't that many children went to the battlefront, but most of them were defending villages and cities.
That's not what I meant. It's like, usually in movies and TV shows, you see a woman fighting, you wonder how they manage to even beat the other, you know? They're like,
Yeah.
this looks fierce. Like, they could totally kick our asses.
Oh, she prepared something. Come at me, bitch. She's so fierce and beautiful. I don't even have to guess why people love her.
She seems in control all the time, too.
Stop! Torby! Torby's dead!
Off screen like that?
What the fuck? Oh no, she's still alive! Oh my gosh! She's still alive or is she gonna die?
Oh.
We make camp here. Tomorrow we shall fight. In the name of our father. We shall overcome.
You can make camp. I want to take a look at where we're going to fight.
What are you talking about?
They will expect us to fight in a certain way. Why should we do that? Why don't we plan to fight in a different way and surprise them?
Our warriors won't understand what's happening. We fight in the shield wall, that's how we fight.
But we have a bigger army now. And they have a bigger army now, Vitek. We cannot fight in the same way.
It's too late to change now.
Who are you to say that? Shut your mouth.
We are brothers.
Together.
What does he have in mind?
I don't know, but it's good.
Listen. Come with me, Bjorn. Let's investigate the battlefield. Perhaps instead of a narrow and small place, we should stretch the battlefield across a large area, many miles, and use the landscape. Ditches, hills, woods.
Ragnar used to be like that.
What do you say?
It's good.
If it works, it is a good plan.
Working together.
Even if it
that's
doesn't
good.
work, it doesn't mean that it wasn't a good plan to begin with. It's just that you didn't have any luck. That's not
He's giving him a chance to
prove themselves.
I love this. I prefer them working together for the good of everyone else. It's not just like Floki said, like bickering between them. That's not supposed to be the grunting Ragnar was talking about. Woohoo! I'm so ready for this!
And Mercia's army and maybe more.
And a lot of Vikings. I'm really, really, really ready for this.
Aethelwulf was a good strategist too, so
Yep.
waiting for what he had in.
You're forcing them to change the battlefield.
I guess.
Follow us. Don't be stupid and don't follow. Fighting them in the forest. What is...
Sire!
Aha.
Turn around!
They're basically forcing them to forgo their plan. Everything. Position, formation. They keep doing it. It's brilliant. They're not gonna... No!
Oh my god, they're gonna just... Oh, nice!
I love when they work together. Yeah, but that's not the entire army. You're gonna get attacked from another side. Whew. He's got balls. I'm gonna give it to him. Jesus.
Prince Aethelwulf. Prince Aethelwulf.
This is great.
And by doing so, they keep forcing them to change place.
Yeah.
They're gonna be exhausted at the end of it.
That too. And they can't go in the forest. It's too dangerous.
I don't be the fool or the dupe any longer! You say they left the ships at Rept?
Yes, my lord Aethelwulf.
And that's where we're going. And if we reach Repton first and destroy their ships, then we shall have the better of this battle. But we must move fast.
Sure.
I can stand behind us!
Let's see if they expected that though.
What are they doing?
Ivar is still smiling.
Where are they going? So rats and I imagine?
It's part of his plan.
Oh, you crippled bastard!
You were right!
Okay.
What did he plan though?
You bloody mad
Genius, you were right!
Oh. He's good! He's a good strategist! Oh god! Well, what's waiting for them though? The most of their army, basically?
I guess, yeah.
They expected this. I feel bad for Aethelwulf, but I feel so good for Ivar.
Ivar is a better strategist, so...
Can't go back. It's over.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Kidding me?
I was like, well, but we knew that there's only one episode left. So
I know. I expected a great battle at the end of the season.
And from the thumbnail of the next episode, I expected the entire battle to be next episode. So I'm actually happy we got to see a little bit of it. But now it's gonna be like fights. Actual fighting, not just tricking Aethelwulf into losing his shit, losing his command, losing his discipline, and just straight up losing it. They played with him. And knowing Aethelwulf and where he's coming from with the manipulation.
He hate being played as a fool. He hated it.
Ivar,
And
though.
that was genius. That was genius.
I will give it to him. Jesus Christ, that was awesome. And that's like the first time he's actually just been in battle. Ayla wasn't a battle, it was a massacre. That's the first time we actually see him do something. And right away, he reminds me of, it's almost like, not a better version of Ragnar, but you clearly see that he's got some stuff from him.
Well,
The mind, the strategies. Wow.
the only thing that I knew about Ivar was that he was well known, a great strategist, a really, really great strategist. And he died on the battlefield. I don't know how, I don't know when, but that's what I knew about him. So I'm so glad that they show us this.
Yeah.
Keep using it.
I remember when Ragnar used to be like in charge of the armies and stuff. And you mentioned King Horik, and that reminded me, same thing, like the same battle. I remember Ragnar staying behind and being like, no, it's stupid to run there, like we're gonna be surrounded and stuff. And Floki and Horik were like, oh no, if the gods want us to win, we're gonna win. It's a stupid way of thinking when you're going into battle to just put your faith in the hands of the gods. And I feel like Ivar, even though he's a Viking, he's not doing that.
You need to think smart.
Exactly. Like, he's not just stupidly running into battle, or in this case, rolling into battle. He has the faith, like, in the gods and stuff, but he's not putting everything in their hands. He's also like his dad. Like, he's taking charge, and he's making sure that nothing is going to stop him from winning. He doesn't want it to be a victory. He wants this to be a massacre. He wants this to be one of his greatest achievements, you know? He wants to be in charge.
How would you declare a battle per victory? How would you describe it?
A massacre. If you're fighting someone and you sustain no wounds, no losses, no nothing, and the other is just destroyed, it's not a battle, it's a massacre. For it to be
not technically.
That's how I see it.
If on both sides you lose many mans and the other side loses many mans. But if on your side you got a few casualties and you decime the other army, I think that's a great victory, basically.
A great victory, not a massacre.
Yeah.
I feel like a massacre is when the other one has no chance to win, and you basically it was a given from the get-go, and you should just have run away. I'm sure they lost people against Ayla, but considering the number of men he had, I call it a massacre. And in this case, it's not a massacre, but it's a fucking great strategy. And I love it. I love that Ivar, like I said, is sort of like a good mix between like Vikings, Floki, and what Aslog wanted him to be, and also Ragnar, you know, who did not want the gods to decide his fate. Because he knew that in battle, it's one thing to trust in the gods, it's another thing to just run straight towards the enemy without a plan.
Yeah.
And that's what we thought back then with Auric. Like, they were stupid not to listen to him. He stayed behind and he was right. People, they got surrounded and they lost. Yeah. So this time, it's nice to see them have the upper end. And for Ivar to be so successful. And I love that Floki's... his comment to the brothers, like, oh, you're bickering, everything you're doing between you guys, that's the grunting you were talking about? No, I don't think so. Ragnar did not want his sons to fight each other, and I love that in the end, Bjorn listened to Ivar, and he went with him to see what could be done with the battlefield, and he listened to him. He followed his plan.
Aethelwulf should have done the same. If he thought that maybe by destroying the boats, they'll have a better advantage against the Viking, he should have started with it. Maybe...
Because it's obvious.
I know that in a battle there's some rule, technically. Like, maybe trying to fight your enemy during the nighttime or something.
What's the expression? All is fair in love and war? Is that it?
I think it is.
Well, then, in this case, them destroying the boats, that's fair. Mm-hmm. And it's actually funny because when I saw Ivar, do his thing, and I saw Aethelwulf struggle and stuff, I was wondering if you remember what his dad said, like you should go and have the element of surprise, don't let them get ready and stuff. Basically, Ivar reacted the way Egbert would have wanted Aethelwulf to react,
You would have loved Ivar.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he reminds me of Ragnar, and he loved Ragnar, so yeah.
Yeah.
But that's cool, and I love
Egbert
this.
was right, but so did Aethelwulf.
Oh yeah.
You cannot fight an army without the manpower to do it.
Sometimes if you're very lucky, even though you have less men, you could probably win the battle. Like in their case.
Yeah, but that's bidding against your own luck.
I know, but in their case, like for example, if you have less men, you attack them in the woods or something, a place where you can hide and stuff, and where numbers don't matter as much. Or I'm gonna reference 300, the movie, but you remember they chose to fight in a place where the battlefield was in their favor. Like it didn't matter if they had that many men because they had to basically be stretched
the
thin.
enemy had to be narrow to go through
exactly.
I know.
So there's that too. In this case, I also remember in the Patriot, the Mel Gibson movie, he killed a lot. I mean, it's a Mel Gibson movie, so of course he killed a lot of people on his own. But same thing. Like he came out of the woods and he was prepared, so they don't know where to look and they don't know what to attack. And he's got protection with the trees and stuff. So it could be done, but it's true that if you have the opportunity to maybe have a bigger army, go for it, because you don't know what to expect, and numbers win against numbers. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure that Mel Gibson on his own could not destroy.
Numbers, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Mel Gibson could not win on his own in the trees, even though he's badass. And Mel Gibson, he could not win against an army such as this one.
He wasn't alone. He had his two sons with him.
There's that too.
So he wasn't alone.
Anyway, Patriot aside, I still think it's pretty good, and I'm really excited for the next episode. As for Kattegat, I don't know what's going on with Torvi. I don't know if she's gonna survive.
She's almost dead.
Yeah. I don't know. That's like...
If nobody saw her, she will be dead.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if she's gonna survive. I don't know how she's gonna be when they come back. I just think that it's weird. Well, it's not weird. It's actually convenient for Bjorn that that's happening to her as he's also going towards Astrid. Which I hate.
Every single time. Every single time.
Yeah. Anyway. I hate this whole situation. I don't want Torvi to die. I think she's proved herself several times, and she's become really good at fighting, and for herself and for the others. It's cool. I feel like she knows what's going on with Bjorn, and she understands what he's doing, and I don't want her to go after suffering from this, after being left behind by her husband. I feel like it's sad. But anyway, and I also love watching Lagertha, you know, fight. I feel like she made a good decision building these towers and stuff.
Yeah. She didn't really protect the port though, but
well, I mean, she's intelligent enough to guess that that was the plan all along, you know, for them to split and stuff. And she thought about it early enough, like she saw the fires and stuff, and she reacted quickly enough to stop them. So that's good.
you said earlier that she seemed to be so much in control, and that reminded me of something that Bruce Lee said. When you control the fight, you can, but maybe not in those words, but when you control the fight, you can control the outcome of it. So, if you know what's going on, and if you technically direct the next move of your enemy, no matter what happens, you're gonna be in favor. The outcome will be in your favor.
Yeah, bring him exactly where you want to bring him.
That's what technically Ivar did too. He brought the enemy where you want them to be.
Exactly. And to be calm and stuff, like, I mean, always know that if what you're doing right now is not working, you have a follow-up plan, you know? Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you don't know what to do next.
Keep a calm head.
Like, if your arrows don't work, like, you have your sword, go for your sword. If your sword don't work, make sure you have a dagger somewhere. If your dagger doesn't work, I don't know.
Use your head.
Use your head, I don't know.
It works.
Always make sure, like, for example, I'm gonna put it simply, if you are a master of the sword, good. Now train with the arrows, you know? Make sure you always have...
Be a jack of all trades,
exactly.
basically.
And I feel like that's what Lagertha's doing. Like, she's leaving nothing up to chance, even though she's leaving a lot to the gods. I feel like she's also taking a lot... she's controlling a lot, and building these towers was a great thing to do. They did try to overpower her, but in the end there was just too much to overpower, and they did not have enough men.
Well, I don't think that in battle she leave everything to the god.
No, of course not. She has to act somehow.
I think that she knows her abilities and she knows what she's capable, and she's smart enough to think about a plan that's gonna work. But if she died, but so be it.
And she's definitely gonna do something about the other king attacking them. She's not gonna just let that go. So.
You make one big enemy, King Owl.
Yeah, to be continued.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm ready for the next episode for the battle. So thank you guys so much for watching this one with us. If you want to see the last episode of Season 4 right away, it's already on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Yep, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch it now, guys. And if not, wait for the next one to be out on YouTube. So we're gonna see you soon.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.